Cristela, you're on with Curtis.
Hello.
Hey, Cristela, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Curtis? How's the weather?
Oh, my goodness. The weather is crap. Seriously. Where are you? Where are you today?
I'm in New York, so it's crap over here, too.
Okay, because we rescheduled this a couple times because you were dealing with weather. You were on Conan yesterday. Is he in New York or is he out in L.A.?
He's in L.A., so I actually did. I taped a special in D.C. on the weekend, flew back to L.A. for a day to do Conan, then flew back to New York to do The View for the week.
Oh, my goodness. Wow, you're busy.
I kept getting delayed. Yeah, I kept getting delayed on weather because D.C. was snowing, then New York is snowing, so it's so weird how the weather ruins your schedule, like
right.
your day.
Absolutely.
It just ruins it. And you feel so helpless because it's the weather. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. We were supposed to have freezing rain today, and instead we got about 6 inches of snow and then freezing rain. So it is a double whammy. That's why the gang at LaughFest, we're so happy to have them here in Grand Rapids because they know how sick of winter we are, and we need some laughs right around March.
No kidding. I did LaughFest a couple years ago with Kathleen Madigan, and I remember having a really great time there. It's a great festival. I couldn't wait to come back.
Well, and we're going to put you in the Wealthy Theater this time around, 2 shows Saturday night. I'm wondering, watching on Conan, how does it change being a guest on Conan when before you were like stand-up comedian, Cristela Alonzo, now you're like TV superstar. What do they roll out? What kind of red carpet do you get?
Well, it's funny. I actually get to say hi to Conan beforehand because usually you don't when you do stand-up because he's running around meeting the other guests that are getting interviewed.
Okay.
So it's kind of cool to see him beforehand. And honestly, I know everybody. It's weird when you go back to Conan, you realize how many people you know that work on the show from doing it so many times. It's kind of more of a party vibe.
Oh, awesome.
Like, that you've actually, worked your way up. It's like you got promoted, really.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking that it would be.
Totally, exactly.
So The View, what kind of trip is doing The View?
It's so insane. I can't even, it's such a different beast from stand-up and doing the sitcom because you're talking about things that happen during the day, and you're really, look, I'm on a panel with Whoopi Goldberg.
Right.
You know what I mean? No, you never think you're going to be on a panel with Whoopi Goldberg. You look at her and you're like, this is Whoopi. She's right there in front of my face. It's a weird thing, but it's so cool. I have the time of my life, and really, I'm done by noon. I go at 8 in the morning, we tape the show live, and boom, I'm done for the day.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
That's my day here, but then I get to lounge around. You're running all around and taping specials and calling people on the phone. I mean, you were definitely never not busy, right?
No, I'm never not busy. Never not busy. That's true. I mean, today, today I have a couple meetings. I have things that I have to do in New York. Again, I never thought I would say, hey, I have things to do in New York.
Right.
It's a weird thing,
When you're doing a show that you are 1,000% in charge of, and it's based on your life and your comedy, where do you draw the line? Do you tell stories that your family is they're saying at the dinner table, you better not talk about 15 years ago when I did that?
Oh yeah, no, I totally do that, and it's actually funny. My family doesn't mind at all. Because they just like that they're on TV.
Okay.
So it's it's kind of weird. Everybody's very excited about it. They like the idea that people will know more about them. My sister's like the worst one of everyone. My sister on the show is played by this gorgeous actress, Maria Canals Barrera. She's gorgeous. And my sister will tell me, man, you casted me right. She looks just like me. It's so ridiculous. I'm like, Julie, here's a mirror. Look again.
That's funny. Not quite. So they all watch the show?
They all watch the show, yes.
No.
They're very supportive.
Now, do you watch the show?
I don't watch the show.
No, I
don't. I can't see myself.
Oh, really? So you don't watch your specials or anything?
Nope, I never do. I can't because I was already there. I was there when I did it. It's just, I think we all hate our voices. Do you hate your voice?
Man, see, I don't. And everybody always says that. I can't listen to myself. I enjoy it, but I think it's because I'm so hilarious. I know that it's going to be a home run every time.
You're the first person I've ever met that's like, oh yeah, nailed it, love it.
Exactly.
Love my voice. I record myself every night.
I do. I read myself lullabies, Cristela. It's awesome. I have a constant loop of my voice going in the car, around the house, everywhere. It is perfect.
You go to bed, it's like, hey, Curtis, this is Curtis. Rock-a-bye, baby. Hey, Curtis, you're loving this. You love your voice.
It's like you've been in my bedroom. It's like you know exactly what's going on.
Hilarious.
Now, when you come for your second time, so you and Kathleen Madigan did the tour here. You made a stop in Grand Rapids. Now it's all you.
Yes.
I mean, what? Yes. And you have 2 shows. Like, do you know am I breaking this news that you're doing like back-to-back an 8 and a 10?
No, it's out there. It's out there for the world to know, yes.
Do you do the same show? I mean, how much like audience, like the way that they're feeling that night, how does that change the show?
The audience will change by energy for sure. Usually, I mean, I always tell people stand-up is a conversation that you have with the audience. So you kind of give back whatever you get from them. And for me, really typically, I'm very physical, I'm very animated, and I'm lack of a better word, I'm very bubbly.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm very silly, and if the audience says something, I'll go along with what they say. And, I like having fun with them. To me, it's just, it's a cool conversation that you have for about an hour, you know what I mean, that you're just hanging out with them. And the shows are pretty much the same depending on what like I said, if the audience says something, I'll go off on a tangent with them.
Okay.
But, but I like having, and I also like meeting them. So after every show, I will get it, I will go outside in the lobby and meet and take pictures with everybody that wants to say hi. I have always done that. I think it's really cool.
And that's only like an extra $50 or $60?
It's all free.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know. Some people do charge. I don't charge. For me, I just really like it. I get excited about meeting people that see the show and support it. I mean, to me, it's just such an important thing. And, to me, it's part of the fun. I mean, again, it's part of the dream to go out and meet people. I mean, look, I'm going to Grand Rapids, Michigan. I'm from a border town in South Texas.
Right. When
in my life did I ever think that I would fly into the world's most expensive airport, the Gerald Ford Airport?
That wasn't in your diary as a schoolgirl?
Yeah, no.
So
by the way, that airport is really sweet, by the way.
Oh, my goodness.
I really love that airport.
And we are constantly remodeling it. I mean, it is getting better and better. It is the shining superstar of our town. We can't get enough of it over here.
It really is. It's gorgeous.
Now, when it is a beautiful, beautiful airport. You pretty much have made it. You can't really deny that. But you said meeting people and like performing is awesome. There had to have been times starting out where you're up there and you're in a border town and you got some drunk guys who just got paid doing their farm work and they're giving it to you. Do you ever have any really bad audiences?
Honestly, I have been very lucky.
Come on.
Rarely, if ever. No, and you know why? It's really weird, and I'll tell you, it's the way I'm very. I am a very nice person.
Okay.
I try to be a nice person, and I think people get that from. I think they get that vibe. I mean, I've gotten very, very nice audiences all the time, and I'll tell you, the shows that I do. When I do a theater, when I do a club, the people that work at the theater and the clubs will always say that the people that come and see me are the nicest people ever.
Oh, awesome!
Because which is a really weird, rare, awesome compliment to get. Because you always think that the same crowds go and see everybody, but I tell you, I mean, the clubs and the theaters love the people that come and see me. They're all just super sweet. Super nice. I mean, I have really lucked out. When people tell me horror stories, I always tell people, I'm glad nothing like that's ever happened to me.
You were like
the only time it ever got weird, I was doing a community college show in Iowa.
Okay.
And I remember I was doing it in the cafeteria during lunch.
Nice.
And they had a tour of an elementary school and a tour of, I want to say, World War II veterans.
Oh, perfect.
That were touring, so it was very much my demo on both accounts.
Right, yeah. You got the kids, the 80-year-olds.
And I was performing in the cafeteria. Lunch started, and everybody came in, and they realized that they built the stage that I was doing my show on in the middle of the lunch line.
Oh, no.
So people, like little kids and older people, actually went on the stage and stood in front of me because they were waiting in line to go eat food. And it suddenly seems like I had like the weirdest barricade of security guards in front of me. Like it's like so weird.
And you,
one of the worst. And the older people, the veterans, were like, "Why are you yelling?" Because I had a microphone right in front of their faces. Like, why are you yelling? Yes.
You should have started calling some bingo numbers, and they would have sat right down. All right, everybody, B13. Oh, crap, it's bingo time. I didn't know. Well, we are so excited to have you here in town Saturday night. Like I said, I mean, the weather is crap. We are ready to laugh, and we are ready for both of your shows at the Wealthy Theater Saturday night. Cristela, thank you so much for calling.
So excited. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.